Hey guys, this is World Renowned, and I'm here to talk about Wolfageddon. Wolfageddon's our once a month 50 versus 50 war that we do with ATX Wolves and ATX Wolves 2. We try to get everyone together and do a 50-50 war just once a month. And it's sort of a free-for-all, no war plan. Kind of try to let our hair down, although as you can see, this was a pretty awesome war, 125 to 124, and it really came down to the end. Here we were throwing quite a lot of attacks at them at the end, and yes, I one-starred a TH10. Yeah, basically I brought home the victory, right? You know, because Smad wants to think he did it, but we all know it was this one star in here. I could have easily zero-starred. Anyway, I'm just kidding. What I want to do is go back and go over just some of the 3-star attacks real quick. Now, I've already been told by some of my clanmates that I'm not speaking loud enough in these videos, and that had me YouTubing Amazon microphones. I'm just going to say it's 2 o'clock at night here, and World Renowned does have kids, so he's whispering a bit. I'm going to try to get a better mic, but this is it for right now until I either figure out some post-production tips or tricks, I should say, or I get a better mic. So let's just go ahead and look at some 3-star attacks. I was just watching them. This first one's by Key. He's a max TH 9.5 in our clan. That means he has no Inferno towers on his base. But let's go watch his attack as he attacks this rushed TH 11 that has no Eagle artillery. And basically what he's going to do is it's going to be I think a 5 golem attack with his jumps, and he's going to come in here, drop his golems. Then he's going to drop two jumps over here and get basically his whole kill squad, the base of his attack into this core here, and pretty much annihilate this core. Of course he annihilates, of course, the 3-star attack, but you see he brought 4 jumps. He does have max heroes. The base is super wide open, so he brought these witches. I think it's a 5 golem go wee wee. Anyway, let's take a look at it. Let me try to figure out how to erase all this stuff. I don't know how to do that yet. I think I just did it. Alright. Here he goes, drops a jump on these corners here. 1 golem's in, 2 golems in, 3 golems in. Then he's going to go ahead over here and drop these 2 jumps where my cursor is. Let's see if we can zoom in and see what's going on here. Then comes a 4th golem, so 4 golems there. Oh no, there are 5 golems because he dropped one out of the clan castle here. Here come the witches. After his king have already got in, and their clan castles were filled with archers, which actually presented a problem for me in some of my attacks because I'm used to dragons and loons. As you can see, pretty much the whole attack is in the core now. Right here. Everything's in here. His queen's in here. He's got these witches going around. Now the witches are just going to go around his base and pretty much clean up everything while his level 40 king is in here destroying the core. I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up. town hall's about to go down right here. This Inferno Tower's still up, but as you can see, it's set to multi, and he's got a ton of golems in there, and one witch and his king are pretty much cleaning up everything. It just needs to get this Inferno Tower down, and there's only TH8 level defenses left. And there you go. The rest is just a walk in the park. Another good attack from Key, and he just got promoted to co-leader. So congratulations, Key. Now let's go back and take a look at another attack, and this one is going to be by Dui. I should mention that Key is a Taiwanese player, and Dui here is, or DWI, but I prefer to think he's Dui, is Indonesian, and I'm very happy to have them in our clan. Neither one of them, well, Dui speaks a lot of English, Kai doesn't speak a lot of English, but it is, I find it just really enjoyable to have a lot of different nationalities in our clan. I think it does help the atmosphere in the clan. So let's take a look at his attack, and he's been struggling with Goho lately, but this one he did get it done. I do want to point something out on this base if I can, and that is basically some horrible double giant bomb placement right here. He's got double giant bombs with like a Tesla here or something. Now you're gonna see the hog's path over this. Well, what's gonna happen when you have let me change colors here, but when you have a defense here, excuse me, when you have a defense here and a defense here and a defense here, and then you have your bombs here in red, the hogs are gonna path around them, and they're rarely, and you have another defense here, and rarely are they going to go through them, which is what you want them to do, to set the bombs off at the same time. The key of a double giant bomb is that they go off at the same time. This is unhealable. You cannot fix your hogs after this. It's a death sentence for them. But unfortunately, this is just some really bad double giant bomb placement. Unfortunately for them, good for us, because while my recollection is that we got a kill squad coming in here, and I could be wrong, so don't laugh at me, but and he releases hogs over here once this queen is down. I like, if you're doing a Goho, I sort of want you to use those golems to take down a double giant bomb. I don't really see any double giant bomb spots over here. Maybe a single here, but that was probably a Tesla. So really, I might have tried to come in this way. But he 3-starred. I mean, nothing to complain about really, right? Awesome job. Let's take a look at it. Let me get off this stuff off the screen, please. And here we go. It's out of drawing mode. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm just sort of begging for these golems to be dropped out of the northeast. Sensing one hog to alert the clan castle only gets like one archer out. Golems do come from the north. He's got 3 of them, and that's pretty good. Really important to spread your golems out, and he does that. We have a golem here, here, and here, which is good. You don't want to send them all in one line, because archers will destroy them, wizards will destroy them, and you're not getting coverage from the defenses. What you're trying to do is get maximum coverage. Have these defenses that I'm highlighting lock on to a golem. You don't want them locking onto 3 golems. You don't want to just cover these defenses and leave these all open over here. So spread your golems out like he did. I forget to pause? I did that. Sorry. We're not going to go back, but we have to. Okay, I'll speed it up and we'll speed up to the spot again. It's a 3-star attack. Sorry about that. I'm not going to re-record this. You're just going to have to live through this having happened. You can see the double giant bomb marks right here, and we'll take a look at what happened real quick. Let's go back to the war map. What have I done? It's so shameful. I don't get paid to do this. This is why it sucks. If you want to pay me to do this, great. It might get better. I'm not actually saying it's going to get any better if you pay me. It's probably still going to suck, but I'm going to have some money. Okay, so we'll speed it up a little bit here. Let's get back to where we were. He gets all the archers out. They're coming. Just wall breakers sort of get rejected a little bit over here, I think. And the attack starts to go over here to the east. There was a Tesla that popped up here. As you can see over here, he's just trying to get this queen down. Okay, once the queen's down, he's going to release all his hogs. So they're already coming. Queen's down, hogs are coming in, and I'm getting the hang of this. Drawing mode off. Okay, here come the hogs. He's sort of doing what's called an Asian wall. He doesn't really have any particular deployment style on the hogs. He heals where he thinks there might be a bomb. Okay. So you see the hogs split up. And I'm going to give the bomb credit. It did toast a lot of hogs, but it didn't get them all, and it could have got them all. Some hogs went this way. Some hogs went that way. None of them went straight through the bomb, which is what you want to do. And that's because there's defenses all around the giant bombs, and you don't want that. You just want them on both sides of what's called the thin side, and you can look that up online, or I'll talk about it in another video. Let's get through the rest of this. Anyway, his king and some wizards get into the middle, and his queen, and that's all. The core's going down. Hogs are working on some last defenses. They don't get them all, but luckily his heroes are up and the golems are still up, and from there, that's just going to be enough to take down the space. It's got some wizards cleaning up over here, and queen goes down to an archer tower, but it just takes an archer and a golem to take out that archer tower in the end. Good job, Dewey. Another 3-star. Alright, let's move on. And we're going to take a quick look at this attack. This is Creo. He loves a go wipe with hogs, or a go wipe with back end hogs, or a go ho with a P.E.K.K.A, or whatever you want to call it. He comes in here and attacks from the east over here. Now, this base also has horrible double giant bomb placements in that, well, let's not call them horrible, but they're right here. You see this triangle? You don't want that triangle. I forgot to pause the video, I noticed that. Okay. You don't want, if your bombs are here, you don't want this triangle because the hogs can path around. You want them to go straight through. Okay? So I'm not going to call this horrible placement because it isn't. Theoretically, the hogs could go right through here. But if you get golems into either of these compartments, then you're going to be fine. So let's see what happens with the rest of his attack. He decides to drop his hogs early and sort of use them as just a backup for his kill squad. The queen's been taken down, and you can see, if you look over here, his His hog split up. Did not get all of his hogs. You want your double giant bombs to get all of your hogs. If they had been planned better and this archer tower wasn't here, then he would have gotten all the hogs. So think about that when you're making your own bases. How do you want to place your double giant bombs? Try to make them not so horrendously obvious like this, like they were here. I don't really, looking at this base, I have no idea where else the bombs would be or where they would pretend to be. So, maybe down here where the town hall was, but that doesn't really make sense because those are easily triggerable. Alright, so that was that attack. Good job, Creo. Creo was a former co-leader. He's not now, simply because my recollection is he runs his own business and doesn't have time to mess around being a co-leader, but he's great to war with, and I'm glad to have him in the clan. And he has 2 accounts, Creo and What the Fa. Then I'm going to take just one last video here. And this is Showstopper's attack on their 18. What can I say real quick? This is going to be another Goho. Just ridiculous double giant bomb placements in this base. I don't even remember where they are, but this base design really leaves a lot to be desired. I probably, if I was attacking it, and I know this is ridiculous talking about like how I would attack a base that we're showing get 3-starred, but I mean, I'd probably drop some earthquakes here and just send mass switches in and let them go through this whole base. Hogs was a great decision because I think that we have we got a possible double giant bomb here and here, but not here. Here. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happens. I don't remember where they are, but I remember when watching the video I was like, that's horrible, because I'm sort of a jerk, can I tell you. Oh yeah, now I know why. We just watched the beginning. Double giant bombs are here and here, I believe. Well, I know they're here. He just sent one hog in, just minding his own business, trying to lure the clan castle, and he set off a giant bomb. Talk about a waste of a giant bomb for defense. So there's giant bombs, I believe, right here like this, and then one like this. And if it's here, and we'll go back and check, you can see that triangle. We've already talked about that triangle of death. And anyway, I could just throw a golem in here. If there's somewhere else, I'll find another reason to berate it. And you guys can laugh at me. So he sends a hog in to trigger to lure the clan castle, and then he just decides to attack once they're out. Golems go in, poison goes on top of the archers. He sort of bunches his golems, and that's sort of a no-no, and I talked about that already previously in the video. He does get everything into the core. There goes a golem, hopefully to set off the giant bomb that I promised would be there. Jumping into the core was pretty easy. There goes giant double giant bombs. Now 3 of them are already set off at 20% of the base is down, but 3 giant bombs are set off. God damn it, say that fast 3 times in a row. Anyway, hogs are in, queen's down. This is just elemental right now. I think this is a great attack. I did actually enjoy this. The only part I disagreed with was the bunching of the golems, but again, it's a 3-star. I do want to point out to everyone that I only got 2 stars this whole war, so I really have no place to be criticizing. But you know what they say: those that can't do, criticize, and that's basically where we're at. This was a thrilling war for us. Really came down to the last second, and they didn't attack. Thanks, Blood Eagle, for giving me balloons. And let's see if anyone's on. I doubt it. Anyway, back to the war. We do this once a month. It's just awesome to have everyone come together, and now everyone's back in the feeder, or everyone that was in the feeder is back in the feeder, and they're doing good too. What can I do? I can log into my other account and we can look at them. No one's saying hi to YouTube. Fine. I only have 4 viewers, so this isn't really a big deal. But if I had 100,000 subscribers, I would be crying. Just like to tell you how bad this is, my wife doesn't even watch my videos. What was I going to show you? I was going to log into my other account and... Alright. I don't even know the legalities of this. Let's go log into my other account. I don't want to do it. I don't know what's going to happen. Alright. ATX Wolves is doing fine. I promise. I'll go over to ATX Wolves 2 next video. Oh, hold on. What's that? There you go. Blood Eagle's on. That's it for this week. Super awesome war. Super exciting. I was angry for most of the weekend, and then I got very happy when we won. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Leucistic Python. He had a great attack at the end, attacking up to 3-star, which I thought was awesome. This is our current war, and we have a new TH11 killer. We'll see how that goes. We haven't had a lot of great results with TH11s, but I'm holding out hope. Anyway, goodbye for now.